Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do our review on our 2021 Ranger XP Northstar Ultimate. This is going to be the real review this time. It's got 389 miles, Sean?
No, 298.
298.
A little less than 300. We've used this thing all of those 300 miles.
Pretty much, yeah.
This plow,
she did a lot of plowing this year.
A lot of plowing. I'll throw in a couple videos of that too.
Awesome. Anybody that didn't watch any of the other videos, the plow is pretty sweet. It's got the hydraulic left and right on it. Works really well. And
Polaris factory, so everything was simple, plug and play. Show them the handle here. This is pretty convenient to have gear
all the controls right on the gear selector.
I mean, it's pretty obvious what does what, up, down, left, right. Yep. So
also the heat in here in the wintertime especially, awesome. I mean, you know, when you're out there plowing and you have heat, you really don't want to get out and go sit in a Turbo S with no heat. So
no, you're plowing with the windows down. Really
nice machine. Very happy with it. We call it the D&D mobile, Dad and Don. They're always with us.
Because Don's sitting there, Don's sitting here. Shout out to you guys. With the heat though, we did come across this little doohickey popped out. We got it. We can probably put it in. We just haven't messed with it, but nothing's broken, so I think that'd go back in, no problem. But wanted to point it out. Storage for days, I think, for the most part. You got the glove box. You got the diapers for the grandkids when they come. All the gear selectors, windshield, different deals for the I guess I didn't really read on that, but you did notice the difference between the performance, standard, and work, right?
Quite a bit difference, yeah.
And what
the work mode seems like, if you hold the gas pedal down, say a quarter of a throttle, no matter if you're going up a hill or you start plowing into a deeper bank, your speed seems to stay the same, kind of like cruise control. That's what I've noticed, and it doesn't seem to be as jerky either. It's a lot smoother of a motion on the gas pedal. Like if you floor it, it's not gonna rock you back. It's just gonna easily just creep, you know, faster and faster, and definitely a lot less power in work mode than
versus performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think you need to be under 10 miles an hour in order for that to actually activate a change.
Okay, kind of like the four-wheel drive in our Turbo S's.
Exactly. The driver's seat does.
Gotta have toilet paper. Does move what individually?
Yes, individually, which is nice for, you know, different drivers, obviously, different seating positions.
So that goes there. They're fixed. Done.
Yeah. We could lift up that passenger seat quick and show them quite a bit of room under there.
There's the plow does come with skids too.
Yep.
What is there storage in the center, or is that access for something?
That's actually access to the engine right there. If you pop that little plastic thing out of there.
There's your battery and your fuel. And the 1000 cc's of Polaris ProStar power. But you can put your little 380 down there, your tasers. I mean, you know, maybe a chain. Keep your kid's spare belts in here for when he races. But
Yep. And then you got a circle notch there for 5-gallon bucket.
Really? Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah, and there's actually, I think, a few more in the in the bed as well,
bed.
which, you know, put them in there and then strap them down, kind of holds it in position.
So we
pretty nice.
We actually used this. We just competed in a race this past weekend. So this was like, he did the plowing of the track. We threw the tools in here, generator for the air compressor, and I mean there's plenty of room in here. I got my clutch cover in there for the Turbo S, and you know, we had one more gas can, but the bed can haul 1,000-pound payload, and it can tow 2,500. It does have 82 horsepower, and this is the way it sat when he got it. We have done a couple trail rides with it too. We'll probably throw that on there.
Hey,
he does now.
I will say all the springs are on the lowest setting possible. They are adjustable. You can crank them up. Next winter, probably going to crank the front springs up a few clicks maybe for the plow.
With the plow.
It does sag down a little bit more now that it's kind of broke in. But I think that's expected. I mean, it's a pretty heavy plow. What size is this, Sean? Is this 7 foot or 6 foot?
Thinking that's 6 foot.
6 foot,
yeah,
I think.
that's definitely 6 foot. But the winch worked good. I can throw a little picture of my Turbo S on its side, or the little video of it pulling it back over.
Yeah, it's on. All right, got it. Holy monkeys, that was a catastrophe.
Just glad the plow wasn't on that day.
Does have LED lighting, which is really nice factory lighting.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Very bright in the dark.
pretty sweet looking too, compared to the older models. Front and rear view camera, you can see that.
Yep. One more thing on the plow. In the actual dash, it has an option to put it in plow mode. So when you're plowing, if you're forward, the plow will set down automatically, and if you put it in reverse, it automatically raises up to the height that you can set it at.
Oh.
I have not actually used that feature, but it is a feature in the 2021
Did
model.
the dealership show you that?
They told me about it, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
You might as well talk about that windshield real quick.
So the windshield, we got it, and it, well, I didn't get it. George picked this up, and you can kind of see there was a chip down here.
No, there wasn't a chip. It was just basically like separation.
Oh, there was just separated down. You can kind of see a white milky.
Like
yeah, you can actually see a bubble in.
Where like the glue, yeah, like a bubble.
So
And, since then,
with that, it cracked. But dealership was cool. They got another one coming. No issues there. So other than that, the windshield and that little vent was the only thing realistically that we've had, and that could have just been there was a child in here, could have probably kicked it because her feet were right there in a kid seat. So
we did order another handle for the driver's side, like the passenger side. Grab handle for getting in.
So that one's factory.
It is.
And
it only
then
comes with one, and then we
nothing
ordered
here.
one for this side. I just didn't install it yet. And then also we have the mirrors. He picked them up.
They bolt on there.
right there. So
this windshield
Them are
also
nice.
flips out. Don't break. Oh boy, that's gonna scoop a lot of air. But I mean, this thing's got AC too, so I mean, if it's a really hot day, you're probably gonna be cruising with the AC on. But that's pretty cool for. I actually never seen it like that, but.
And then you can also, if you just want to crack it, you can also bring it down and lock it in between right there, and that just cracks it open about 2 inches at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
So
Just enough so you're not getting just blasted in the face. Heck yeah.
kind of weird. What's that from?
All right, so I'm gonna try to do this quick while the commercial is playing, but I'll give you a little sound check of the decibels and the clarity of the radio inside the cab. I got the windows open and the doors are shut. So.
And of course, tables and tables of delicious baked goods. The Spring Craft Show and Bake Sale helps homeless animals get needed medical care and other necessities. The hours are 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Veterinary Health Center, 305 North Center Road in Saginaw. Sponsored by Angels Among Us.
As we continue to face COVID-19,
So the radio is obviously pretty loud, about 100 decibels I could have got it to, and pretty clear. And that's a commercial, so I mean you can rock out in this thing. It's pretty tight cab, so it's gonna be pretty loud.
It's sealed up really well too.
Really well. Biggest thing I like is these freaking power windows. Like, who knew side-by-sides would have power windows? You got passenger option over here. The passenger's got its own power window. It's got little LEDs in the door. You got a speaker there. Speaker over here. I'm not sure if there's any more, but if there is, I don't know where they're at. But door handle for the inside is right here. Is there another speaker? I don't know.
I believe the Ultimate is the only Ranger that comes with a 29-inch tire as well.
Okay. Might want to do your fact check on that, but
Fact check that, but I believe so.
I wonder if these rims are specific for the Ultimate as well.
I believe they are as well.
So 29 inch bighorns on 14s. Them aren't bighorns, they're Maxxis. Maxxis make bighorns, that's I'm just used to that. But what are the name of these? Just 521s maybe? I don't know. They worked pretty good in the snow. I don't think he had any issues.
I mean, for plowing on glare ice, I think it worked really well.
Oh yeah, it was glare ice when we first started our.
There's a couple times where we definitely had 10-12 inches of, you know, drifted snow, and man, this thing would just go right through it.
That was a boss. So far this machine's been awesome for us, and everything has worked pretty flawless. He pretty much just sat in this and watched all the races that we had. We competed in 2 different races, and he just went to watch. The second time he did help out with the plow at the event, so that was cool. And then he hauled all of our equipment and all of our tools, so we didn't have to drive our truck out on the ice, which was fine because there was 20 inches of ice. But he got the help and sped things up a little bit. Let's see if we can pop this open with the tools. See if there's a hydraulic. Oh. All right, so you can't do that. Maybe you can, but I can't one arm it, so. Oh yeah, it would come. So if you got a little load in there, there's probably several 100 pounds in here. Full Craftsman generator and that. There's the motor. I don't want to tilt it up too high, but she's still pretty clean. Better be. It's only got less than 300 miles, but there you go, Daddy-O. Now you know how to open that up, because I don't think he's moved that yet neither, George. But yeah, that is the XP 1000 Northstar Ultimate Edition. We did a plowing video. We did a trail ride with it, but we actually never showed the machine or did a real review, which people are probably expecting. But little close-up of the controls there. You know, you got extra slots for if you want to do an LED. You got two 12 volts. That must be for some kind of Polaris factory edition dealio. But you got the floor vents down here. Like this is so nice. It is so warm. You got the defrost up here and then the vents. And this thing rocks. I mean, you got your controls there. What else is there? I think that's pretty much it. These are pretty I mean, it's a Ranger, right? If you're looking at Rangers, you've probably been around. But he basically got this to plow his driveway. He's got somewhat of a long driveway, so this works pretty well. So here's what Jason was talking about the auto plow deal. You gotta go into your settings, all settings, and then vehicle, and then plow installed, click yes. And then this is what he's talking about, that auto plow mode, lowering time. So spool out time from plow up position to ground, 2 seconds. You can change all that. Obviously it's melting, so we're not gonna be able to try that, but that's how you get to that. So that's a pretty neat feature. All right, so we were tinkering a little bit more. We got this to work. Now I'm belted in because we're in work mode, 4-wheel drive, and we got this. Let me get back here. So you got this feature right here. You hit this plow button, and it was on manual. We hit auto. You gotta put it in park, put it in manual, and you gotta, it says raise plow to initiate plow mode. So now it's on auto. So now when I put it in drive, it goes down by itself. Is it all the way down?
No, but it's a known distance there. That's, I think you can adjust it right there. See, it says swipe. Now do it over. Swipe over. There. See if it repeats that.
So let's go up. Stop by itself. Goes down. So there is some adjustment, but that does work, and that's pretty neat. Did it.
Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like what you see. If you do, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Just a little, we got more to come. Next week we're going to pick up the 1959 Corvette that my dad purchased, so that'll be on the channel. Hopefully you guys will be looking forward to that. We will see you later. Thanks.